Well, kids in Spokane go back to class next week, and while most students returned to full-time in-person learning last year, schools will look different this year without mandatory COVID protocols.
Spokane Public Schools are focusing on mental health to make sure your kids make a quick adjustment to the new school year. Peter Choi explains how and why Spokane Public Schools are helping kids with anxiety.
Next week, students are back in class at Spokane Public Schools. No more mandatory masks and no social distancing. And another new thing is happening in this district is more resources for mental health, especially kids dealing with anxiety.
I think that this was really good for easing any tensions or fears that they might have had.
It's an opportunity to take anxiety away from some students as they settle into the new year.
I also think that it's a really good way to kind of prepare them, let them know what they can expect when they walk in the door.
Starting Thursday, the district is providing a place called Lunch Conference for students to meet their new teachers ahead of time so that they can be mentally prepared.
This gives me an opportunity to get my foot in the door, establish a relationship with my freshmen, and start looking at some of the possible barriers that they may have so that I can meet some of their needs before the first day of school has even started for them.
The beauty of what these first 2 days are is it may not be a program, but it's a huge opportunity to make that connection that we've never had before.
SPS officials say with COVID, there's a rise in number of students dealing with anxiety, holding students back from learning at school without having that connection.
If you're so anxious you can't access or really hear what the teacher's saying and integrate that, that's why we really want to kind of say, wait a second, I know who you are. We have a relationship, and let's try to ease that anxiety so we can connect and access your learning.
SPS officials say staff has been going through training, mostly emphasizing topics such as mental health and trauma, social emotional learning, to ensure there's enough support at every school. SPS officials say they're still hiring more mental health counselors throughout the school year. In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.